video, it's all going to be about cat eyes and how to get that foxy looking eyes that we see in all of the social media platforms in the beauty channels, in the beauty industry, where Bella Hadid really was the forefront of this title of foxy eyes. Sometimes called cat eyes, sometimes called foxy eyes. But the point is to get that almond shaped extended eye look with lots of lashes at the end to create that kind of foxy or cat-like. Now there's a lot of variations of this look depending on your eye shape and your preference really. So I'm going to show you how I create what looks like a cat eye in two different versions. So on one eye I'm going to create one look and on the other eye another look. And really the key is emphasizing the lashes and the eyeliner. It's nothing so much as the shadow work, but more keeping everything else clean and polished and really extending the eye shape out. And sometimes, depending on your eye shape as well, creating an inner wing, which means extending it a little bit downwards so that it really elongates. So you wing it out here and then you bring this down. Now sometimes people with large eyes can get away with really rimming their entire eyes with black liner or brown liner or gray liner, whatever liner color you want. But in my case, I like to keep the bottom free of any eyeliner or any kind of definition, mainly because my eyes are small, and so by just focusing on the upper lid, I accentuate and enlarge my eyes while extending it out. So let's get right into it. To begin with, I have prepped my eyelids using concealer, and now I'm just going to go in with a very light shadow using a fluffy brush. Even using a bronzer would work in this case. So I'm taking just a fluffy crease brush and I'm just going to contour my eye shape. So like we mentioned before, my eyes are small and I've got a bit of hooded eye crease. So I'm just going to throw in a little bit of shadow in there and then extending the end outwards past the brow tail. And I'm going to keep this area right here free of any color. I'm just taking a little bit down as well. So you can use any kind of matte shadow to contour the eyes. Whatever matte shadow that kind of has this kind of coloring will be absolutely fine. But the point is just to keep your eyeshadows looking very minimalistic and polished so that the focus and attention will be on the eyeliner and the lashes. The next step is going in and applying liner. So here's where you want to be really careful about the product choice. Now eyeliners vary in tips. So I'm using the Maybelline All Day Hyper Precise Black Liner. And the reason I love this is this tip. The tip is really pointed and long, and it's going to give me a really fine definition, especially in this inner corner here, which I'm about to show you. So I'm going to be starting in the middle of my eye, the center of my eyelids. And I'm just going to slowly create a very thin line along the lash line till I get to about the end here. And the front part of the lash line, I'm just going to make it very, very thin as well. Now going over again the middle, I'm going to go just a little bit thicker by drawing a second line above the first line. I make sure that the beginning of where I drew that second line is connected to the first line in the front of the lashes. And I just keep going over it till I see a smooth line. Now for the extension. So I see where my crease ends right here. I'm going to put a dot right there, and I'm just going to bring it and join it in with the line that I drew. And then and that will create a little triangle in the outer corner, which you can then go and fill out. And just make sure that the line which comes down is smooth. Okay, and that's it. Now for the inner corner, what I do is I take the tip and I just follow. I just take it to the tear duct and I will pull it very lightly. So then once I go into the tear duct, I pull it using a little bit. Now you just need a little wing. You don't want to extend it out too much. You just want to create that beak. Think of it like the beak of a bird, okay? So I just placed it and I dragged it. And that's how far out I want to go from the inner then. And then I take the little point line I drew, go to the far bottom of the line, and then bring it into this, so we're creating like a little V. And just bring it in a little bit, don't bring it in all the way. Keep stamping until you have a smooth line. So you see that? Look at the difference between this eye and this eye. So this eye gives you the illusion of an elongated. Just fill in any gaps by just dotting it in. Then the second step is filling in just your top rim. So this is how I like to do it because I have small eyes. By just filling in the top rim with a black gel liner, I'm opening my eyes. I'm not gonna do this to the bottom. So what I do is I lift my eyelids and I don't really fill in all the way from end to end. I just fill in the middle. So just in here. And that, look at the difference. It opens up the eyes and it makes it look a lot bigger. And then I go in with mascara. Again, with mascara, I'm just gonna be keeping it at the base and rolling my lashes. Now this is going to be really good if you want to apply false lashes. In the false lash video tutorial, you're going to get to see all the forms and styles of eyelashes that you can apply in a more detailed way. But for now, I just want to give you an example of what that would look like using individual lashes. The brand that I'm going to be using the lashes from is called Elegant Lashes, and they have them in short and in medium. So they're double flared, which means that you get the most out of the flick in there. So I'm now going to show you just briefly, because again, like I said, I'm going to cover all this in the module for false lashes. I'm going to put some glue in the back of my hand, and then I'm going to take tweezers and pick out individual lashes. So when you've drawn a thick wing, then when you apply the individuals on your eyes or along the lash line, it's not going to be as visible. So they're just going to look very natural. So I leave just a few millimeters apart. So all I do is just place it right on top. And because it's flared, it kind of merges into each other. So there, you can see the difference. Total cat eye look, right? So I'm just adding a few larger pieces to the outer corner here. And at this stage also, what you can do, you can darken the edges of this liner so that it kind of looks, it's like a smoky liner, and I'll show you how to do that right now. So I'm using this, the Mel Cosmetics Gemini palette, and the black in here is really, really intense. I'm going to use a small flat detail brush, just tapping this very lightly and making sure to tap off before I go in. And all I'm going to do is just tap this along the lash, along the eyeliner. Just to smoke that out a little bit. Even extending this out a little bit more. And then using my finger to blend the edges. But this helps to further accentuate that. And I'm just going to take a little bit along the lower lash line here. Yeah, you can see the rim is a lot thicker and fluffier, and it just kind of blends everything together and really opens up the eyes. And that's it. That's how you create foxy eyes. And I'm going to show you this side into a cat eye. That's going to give me the full rim and even smoke out the top and the bottom so that it really accentuates that inner corner here, which I'm about to show you. So